Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have Snoop Dogg on Eminem not being in the top 10. Snoop Dogg also on ghostwriting. Doja Cat gives her health update. Jeezy and T.I. on Gucci. Raekwon's purple tape. And guess who 50 can't wait to run into? Yo, maybe it's you. Yo, we hope not. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source. If this is your first time to the channel, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Thumbs up if you appreciate content every day. And I'm curious, what time is it when you listen to Celeb Source? Yo, I'm just asking for a friend. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you get the heads up when heat drops. You'll thank me later. Yo, No Ninny Hammer 5. I like what you did in the comment section, homie. I'm always making that distinction. NWA Easy, much love and respect. Heck, thanks for the comment, homie. Salute. Now, first on deck is Snoop Dogg, who was on a video call with The Breakfast Club, Charlemagne the God, Angela Yee, and DJ Envy, and the subject of his top 10 artists popped up. I love when artists talk about their top 10. Now, we get a glimpse into the inspiration behind artists that have an impact on their musicality, right? Now, the subject of Eminem popped up, and Snoop mentioned that although Eminem is in many people's top 10, Snoop doesn't seem to think he comes anywhere close to being in his top 10. Now, Snoop mentioned that in hip-hop culture, white rappers often had zero respect in rap culture and labeled Eminem as the great white hope. Oh no, Snoop better be careful out there. You know how it is when you voice your opinion. Now, Snoop stated that there's just too many greats in the line before M that he couldn't possibly be near the top 10. Now, Snoop stated, quote, "There's just some ninjas in the 80s that he can't F with, like Rakim, oh, facts. Big Daddy Kane, facts. KRS, LL Cool J, shall I go on?" This is what he's saying, right? Like Ice Cube, you understand me? Yo, I don't got no time to play with it. It is what it is. In fact, yo, take a listen to what Snoop said himself. Light. That Snoop does give M his props, but come on, yo. Slick Rick, Cool G, Big Daddy Kane? Come on, man. Yo, if you don't know by now, then we need to get back to school sooner than I thought. Now, Snoop also highlighted how Death Row Records upped the game when they came out applying some serious pressure to the East Coast to come back hard. I mean, yo, man, deep cover, Ice-T came. Snoop stated, quote, "When Death Row came, it was like, damn, they never heard it like that. Maybe we need to go back to class and do a bit of studying on what they doing, because if you watch the next couple of albums that came out, they sounded sort of like Death Row. Samples, old school, gangster-ish, but that's what hip-hop's all about. We borrow from y'all, so it's only right for you to come out and borrow some sugar from me." Respect, Snoop. See, that's what I'm talking about. Now, he even discussed a bit of ghostwriting when he said, quote, "Me and DOC, one of the greatest writers in hip-hop, were in there writing this song, struggling with this beat. Then he says, we can't come up with ish. It's like the fourth day." Yo, 4-day writer block? Ninja, Dr. Dre flies a Ninja from New York into LA. We all in the studio. 30 minutes later, the Ninja is done. He wrote Dre-ish and my ish, and it was flawless. Me and DOC were like, well, look like this Ninja outstruck us on this one, so we gonna take the back seat and I'm gonna accept it. It was still Dre, and it was Jay-Z. Yeah, I said it, Jay-Z, and he wrote the whole effing song. I was gonna say close quote, but he kept going and said, if your pen can outstrike mine for the song, I'm not gonna hate on you. I'm gonna commend you, and then I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and try to outdo you. That's what this hip-hop thing has been about. See? Close quote. See, I like that. Although many artists take pride in writing their own stuff, Snoop highlights that the pride in making one's own song takes a back seat to making good music. Yo, I'm curious to know what you think about that, yo. Respect to the dog. And now to the cat, Doja Cat. I know, you love hearing about what she got going on. Now, some of y'all like, man, I thought we canceled her. I gotta give you the news, man. Now, last time we spoke about Doja, right? We were speaking in reference to her contracting COVID-19. She spoke crazy about the sickness itself and the people that were nervous about getting it, calling them the shortened version of the word pusillanimous, which means cowardly. Yeah, you thought that term was a reference to a female body part. No, okay? Now, the disease at the time of this writing, that is, this morning, has killed, get this, 666,857 people worldwide. It would be crazy if it stopped right here, right? And fools want to open up the city. Now, apparently, the Grim Reaper has even visited politicians like Herman Cain as of this morning. It's crazy. Now, I know, you're hoping for some other politicians to get touched. Anyway, Doja Cat has discussed symptoms that she had when she contracted the sickness, responding to a fan. Okay? Now, she responded by saying, quote, "I couldn't taste bacon and my legs hurt." Now, the fan asked her, yo, how you doing? Like, what were some of the symptoms? She said, "I couldn't taste bacon and my legs hurt." Close quote. The loss of the ability to taste bacon is enough to make a brother rock a mask. Now, she also stated that she did not have any respiratory issues, but her body raised its temp in an attempt to kill off the sickness for 2 days of fever. Everyone that I know who caught the sickness, the disease, and I know a lot of people that caught the disease, okay, did not have a fever, maybe except for my grandfather. He definitely caught a fever, but thanks be to God, he survived. Much love and respect to the Most High, okay? Now, Doja was asked if she is scared of the sickness now. She responded by saying, quote, "Never was. That's why I got it in the first place," close quote. Now, someone came for the cat saying, quote, "Girl, that's sad. Who says ish like this? LMAO. What? Just because you're not scared of it doesn't mean go out there putting immunocompromised individuals at risk," close quote, calling her out for her selfishness and self-centeredness. Because yes, when you run around without a mask and all this other stuff, it's selfish and self-centered, right? Because you only think about yourself and not the person next to you or the loved one next to you, man. Shame, right? Anyway, she quickly shot back and said, quote, "Never said to go out. Just said I got it because I didn't give a F." Close quote. No, yeah, we know that you didn't give a F. That's what the person was trying to say. Not the best answer that Doja gave, in my opinion, but who am I? Yo, I'm just reporting the news on the artist. And this is the news, not gossip. Gossip is conversation or reports about other people, typically involving details that are not confirmed as being true. We are giving you information straight from the horse's lips, generally. Whatever. T.I. has invited Jeezy onto his Expeditiously T.I. podcast to discuss bringing together the Mount Rushmore of trap music. And by bringing together, they meant getting Gucci in on their discussion in person. Now, T.I. stated, quote, "We can't have that conversation without addressing the elephant in the room. There's a third member of the Mount Rushmore of trap music that neither one of us cared to mention or speak to that much. Now, what do you think is necessary to bring that ish together, if anything? And I understand we're dealing with somebody who's temperamental themselves, and our ish who we got with us versus their ish they got with them makes it extremely problematic. But in the best case scenario, how could that ish happen? Because to be honest, that's the biggest move that could happen for trap music in the future," close quote. Now, Jeezy responded to T.I. by saying, "Yo, I just think it gotta be one of them mafia backroom conversations. It gotta really be a convo. What I learned over the years is that this ish is big business. People that went to Yale still do business with people that went to Harvard. It's just one of them real convos. It's been decades. I think Cuz looked at me a certain way cuz I stood solid with you," says Tip, right? "That was always my position, even though I tried to set my differences to the side and be cordial. That ish didn't go far. But for the people of trap music, for instance, I'm not gonna do a trap music museum and leave a ninja out. To me, that's hating. I'm gonna be inclusive and I'm gonna be honest and I'm gonna always speak from a place of logic. Logically, T.I. says. Is there ever a time where the three of us could ever walk in a room and walk out and say, that ish is dead? I like it when people try to kind of squash the beef, man. This is cool, right? Now, Jeezy says, to keep it all the way honest, me and bruh sat down in a room and had a real conversation. He's talking about Gucci now. In a sushi joint. Me and Gucci in a sushi joint. It was close. I can't lie, it was close. But he got locked up around that time and communication went dark. Talking about the man like he's North Korea or something. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It was close. It was real close. Now he's referencing the close quote. He's referencing the fact that jail could slow the process down for potential reconciliation process that was to be had between the artists. Now hopefully, hatchets could be buried and beef could be squashed, so history could be properly chronicled. Now, I have to sit up for this one. What is the hottest hip-hop album that you've ever heard? Namely, which cassette is one of the hottest cassettes you might have ever heard? Now, if the cassette wasn't purple, you need to go on about your business. Now, I don't even need to name the purple tape. You follow what I'm saying? Purple record, I believe it could have been. It should be enshrined in a museum of natural history. Tear down the T-Rex exhibit and put the purple tape in its place. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, shame on you. All hip-hop heads know about the Only Built for Cuban Links album by Raekwon the Chef and Ghostface Killer. If you never heard of it, because you were just born or something like that, YouTube it or buy it on your nearest streaming device, but be warned. Your speakers might bleed, your head might explode, and you may crash the whip. Your family will be calling you from beyond the headphones, and you'll just see their lips moving. Just hold up a finger and say, you got someone important on the line. Raekwon is going to reissue the album with the instrumentals on vinyl to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the album. Yeah, you that old. Raekwon stated that he wanted to release a movie alongside the album, stating, quote, instead of doing separate music videos, I wanted to do a 45 or 30-minute movie to the music and basically paint a picture one time for the world. I did speak on that with the label, and when I talked about it, they laughed at me, close quote. Man, even when you Raekwon the Chef, they can laugh at you. Before going into an upcoming documentary stating, quote, oh, listen, we're working on a super big documentary about this album, which is right around the corner from being completed. It's called The Purple Tape Files, and it's called that because it addresses some of the issues we overlooked back then that we felt should have been incorporated with the album. It's going to be an interesting documentary, and the timing couldn't be better, close quote. So, if you're a hip-hop head, now I'm sure you'll be looking forward to that. Now seriously, if you haven't heard The Purple Tape, do yourself a favor. Only Built for Cuban Links, y'all. And when criminology comes on, please try not to crash. And finally, a legal battle between a promoter in the Philippines and a Las Vegas talent buyer is being addressed on 50's Instagram. 50's hot. He's tight, like he's upset, because he's trying to figure out how in the blazes did his name wind up in the court papers to begin with. 50 stated, quote, got my name all in this bullish. I got nothing to do with this loser. He just worked at a place we performed at. I can't wait to run into him now, though. Close quote. Putting the man in his crosshairs. Now, the promoter has to stay inside and quarantine for two reasons. Y'all let us know what you think. Is Eminem in your top 10? Is Snoop on point with his assessment? And is ghostwriting cool in your book? If it's for the sake of good music. Yo, let us know what you think. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, make sure you follow us on Instagram. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.